Everyone, welcome to Genius channel. Today we are going to see the chapter probability. Okay, so first of all, from probability, what are things that you need to study? So when probability is considered, we have classical probability or conditional probability, Bayes theorem, such and such topics. Each topic based problems are important since probability is a very important topic for NDA. We can expect at least 15 questions from this chapter. Okay, so let's see what all things that we need to study from probability. First is the basic equation for probability. What is the basic equation for probability? That is what classical probability means. So what is the basic equation for probability? P of E is equal to number of favorable outcomes of E divided by total number of outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes of E divided by total number of outcomes. So this is the basic formula for probability. Okay, this is what, for example, when we are asked to find the probability of getting a head when a coin is tossed, what is probability of head, getting a head? So that is, how many heads are there in a coin? There is only one head. And what are the total outcomes that is possible? Head or tail? So 2. So we can write 1 by 2. So this is a basic example for probability, how to write probability. Okay, now when probability is considered, we select an event E, which is our favorable event, and we'll have a complement event like P of E and P of E complement. Now P of E plus P of E complement will be 1, or sum of the probabilities will be 1 of two opposite outcomes. Okay, so that is P of E plus P of E complement is equal to 1. Next, what we need to study? Suppose, what do you mean by mutually exclusive events? Mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive events. What do you mean by mutually exclusive events? Okay, mutually exclusive events means two events which are not depending on each other or which are not interacting. That is mutually exclusive events. That means there is no common events between them. In that cases, if we are selecting events as A and B, we can write A intersection B is equal to 0, or probability of A intersection B is equal to 0. Okay, now there are few things that you need to, few formulas that you need to study about this classical probability. One is P of A union B. If A and B are two events, then that is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, if A and B are two events. Okay, suppose these are mutually exclusive events, means what we can write? We can write P of A intersection B is equal to 0. Then we can write as P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. Now next is, what are independent events? What is the case of independent events? Independent events, the condition is P of A intersection B is equal to P of Now let's see what if we have three events. So how can we write the probability? P of A union B union C is equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B, P minus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C plus P of A intersection B intersection C. Have you seen such a formula somewhere? Yes, in our sets chapter, number of A intersection B intersection C. So that same formula is coming over here. So instead of number, it is probability. So by heart this formula too. Okay, now next our main topic is conditional probability. What do you mean by conditional probability? See, conditional probability means we are considering probability of occurring of one event said that other event has already occurred. It is denoted as P of A given B or P of B given A. What does this mean? P of A given B means probability of getting A B has already occurred, when B has already occurred. Understood? So what is conditional probability? Probability P of A given B. What is the meaning of this? This means probability of getting A provided that B has already occurred. Now what do you mean by P of B given A? P of B given A means probability of getting B provided that A has already occurred. Okay, what is coming below? That has already occurred. Understood? In this case B has already occurred, in this case A has already occurred. Understood? So that is conditional probability. Okay, now next thing, what is the relation between conditional probability and intersection? See, P of A intersection B is P of A into P of B given A, and P of A intersection B is again equal to P of B into P of A given B. Okay, so you need to by heart these formulas. Now what about two independent events? If two independent events A and B are two independent events, P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. Okay, and in spite of studying all formulas, that is your common sense whether you need to use conditional probability or not, or whether classical probability equation is enough and all. Okay, so just by heart all these formulas, and wherever you see conditional probability, you need not use this, because sometimes we can solve in any other way also. That means sometimes you can solve seeing the one question, you may feel it as conditional probability, but sometimes that may be easy in solving as classical probability. Okay, so that's your common sense, or that you can gain that sense that you can gain if you are doing as many problems as you could. Okay, so I'll be solving some problems based on this now. Okay, so all of you go through the formulas. Okay.